Raw had more moments than I was prepared for. Hell yeah, I sleep. Yes. Holy finally. Oh, what? A lot of stuff happened on this episode of Monday Night Raw. Now, whether it was good or bad, it's kinda subjective. One thing's for sure, I was entertained. Or, almost entertained. You get it? That was a very clever joke. Almost superhero, almost entertained. Funny, hilarious. Click that like button for more jokes like this. I'm next! Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Greatness of Raw. How are my sexy forehead maniacs doing today? As always, I come to you with peace, love, and great news. This is the Thegreatone channel viewer. Wrestling fans hate this guy. He found a secret on how to grow his pee-pee up to 1.2 inches. Some people say he clicked that like button. I'm changing lives here, man. I'm changing lives. You know what, people? Click that like button and claim 1.2 inches. Manifest your PP. It was a weird episode of Monday Night Raw. It kinda reminded me of an episode after WrestleMania because it was really big. We got new storylines, big moments, a bunch of moments, and like I've said, it's very subjective. Almost every booking decision was very questionable. And I'm sure most of you got balls itch because of this. I would like to defend it. You know, I like Jeff Hardy winning. But at the end of the day, they could have put anyone else in that position. Why would you do this man like that in his debut match? When you lose a match, when you realize you'll get to click that like button. You'll always see the sunshine. It's all about the positivity, positive vibes. The man is gonna be okay. Unfortunately, we did not see Brock Lesnar. We saw Goldberg. More on this a little bit later, but let's just say I don't hate it. I just love how Goldberg is an old man right now, but he's still like, you know what? I need more championships. Let's get to the gym, son. I think Bobby Lashley is disrespecting them women. Never. That is a lie. And this just shocked me. I honestly still don't know how I feel about this. Like, all I gotta say, it's like if Hurricane became the WWE Champion. It's that unbelievable. I like the person behind it. I don't mind it. I'm happy for her. Like, really happy. I'm just saying that this kind of gimmick just... I don't see her as a champion. That's it. But let's talk about this episode of Raw, which kicked off with our favorite boy. The man was in his 40s but still dresses like a 12-year-old. Makes me feel a bit better. I ruined my hair, so I gotta wear this like for a week now. And you can see how much John just enjoys being in the WWE, how much he missed it. Like, the man was energetic. I think he was half chubbed because of that crowd reaction. And he was here to address what happened at Money in the Bank. So of course, at first, he plays with the crowd. He also said during his return, Michael Cole, not himself. But who brought John Cena back to the WWE? Of course, the fans did. That's the obvious response. He missed them fans. But so did Roman Reigns. John Cena says he's here for the Universal title. Where? SummerSlam. He talks about how this could be about headlining SummerSlam or a record-breaking 17-time championship win, but it's not because of any of that. It's because Roman is an asshole. And of course they bleeped it, which was kinda unfortunate, but it still got the point across. John Cena also said he's going to be on SmackDown. Man, wrestling is just so cool right now. I can't wait for SmackDown. I even can't wait for the next Raw. This is gonna be good. This is really gonna be good. He says this Roman Reigns experience has to end. His arrogant, self-absorbed, overhyped, overprotected, overexposed gimmick was not as over as he says he is. Gotta be honest, John. That promo worked 4 years ago, not anymore. We love Roman. We would donate our testicles to this man. Then we see Riddle, and Cena says, I get it, bro. And they kept saying the word bro, which is something I didn't get. It was funny. I didn't understand what was that all about, honestly. I did not understand one bit. So yeah, people, John Cena is going to be on SmackDown, which is something I just can't wait to see the promos. I'm sure most of you remember John Cena versus Roman Reigns back in 2018, I think. And that was probably the best story of that year. Promos alone just were absolutely amazing, breaking the fourth wall in every promo, and from time to time I still rewatch some of these segments, so I can't wait to see what it's gonna be all about. This time it's not gonna be as real because people actually love Roman, so it's gonna be interesting, but think about it. We're getting the biggest babyface in history of the WWE versus the biggest heel right now. This is gonna be good. We saw Riddle and the Viking Raiders versus John Morrison and Raw Tag Team Champs AJ Styles and Omos. So just like SmackDown, this show kicked off with a 6-man tag team match, but let's be fair, this is not even close. This is not close. This is just a regular 6-man tag that WWE would put on any Monday Night Raw. So, I still didn't mind that the match was entertaining. John Morrison is always fun to watch. And it seemed like the crowd were kinda into it as well. So I didn't mind. It was funny seeing The Miz running away from Omos. We saw the Viking Raiders with a double team and they won the match. So it's basically one of these matches that wouldn't happen if Raw wasn't 3 hours. Didn't really do much. And I'm not quite sure if I would actually have that on the first episode of Raw with a crowd because it wasn't anything that special. We finally saw Elias in the ring with an audience. The man got his gimmick back. I mean, at the end of the day, the whole gimmick of Elias is him interacting with the crowd, pissing off the crowd. And we finally saw it and his character changed completely. We have him back. Jaxson Ryker interrupts and he says he's going to beat Elias and we will never see these concerts because everyone is tired of it. I don't think we're tired of it. We didn't see that for over a year. So we saw Symphony of Destruction Falls Count Anywhere match. Elias versus Jaxson Ryker. As goofy as this is, it was entertaining. I didn't mind it. I don't think people will get half chubbed over Jaxson Ryker, but it was good for what it was. I don't think his push is going to continue, but surprisingly, in this one, he got the W. So Elias lost. I don't know whether that was a good decision. To me, it doesn't make sense because obviously Elias is gonna be in a bigger position for a way longer time than Jaxson Ryker, but it wasn't that big of a deal at the end of the day. Mansoor arranged a tag team match with Ali. At first he didn't want to do that, but then he said fine. Since Ali is teaching all these lessons, Mansoor said, well, let's be a tag team, maybe I'll learn. And Sheamus will have to face Humberto Carrillo again. Okay, so let's talk about Raw Women's Champion Charlotte Flair having a championship coronation. It was a typical Charlotte Flair promo, but so much better with the crowd. One thing that I appreciate about Charlotte Flair, she knows how to respond to random ass fan chants. People were chanting for Becky. She said, yes, Becky is home breastfeeding, and I'm here running the women's division. That's the stuff I want to see. That's the stuff from Charlotte Flair I want to see. She should always respond to the crowd, I think. That worked. Of course, she bragged about how many championships she won, the Divas title, Raw title, SmackDown Women's title. She basically had the most women's championships. Ripley interrupts, and she makes a decent point. If you say you can beat me anytime, what about tonight? Let's do it. Let's have a rematch. Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville interrupt, and they made it official. We're gonna see a Raw Women's rematch. Now, since the Money in the Bank match was so good, I didn't mind it. And of course, Flair delivered a cheap shot. I was really tired of Charlotte Flair. But right now with an audience, it kinda works. It kinda works, surprisingly. I didn't think it could change, but I don't even mind the storyline that much anymore. And that's mostly because of an audience and the match we got at Money in the Bank. It's finally starting to get interesting. Then we saw Natalya and Tamina Snuka versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. I don't have much to say about that one. Definitely didn't care. Of course, Reginald did it again. Accidentally, he caused a distraction and cost his team the match. So Natalya and Tamina Snuka won. Reginald was apologizing. Nia Jax hugged him and of course attacked him. Reginald is no longer with these women. A man like Reginald can get any women. Call Bobby. I think both of you could just, wow. The orgies. But the mood shifted. Reginald won the 24/7 championship, and the flips are always entertaining. I love it. I love this guy. He's very funny, very charismatic, he's just funny. And the amount of other women he's going to get right now, crazy. Crazy amounts of women. I mean, he has the most prestigious WWE title. You know what? As much as I don't like the 24/7 segments anymore, for a long time right now, this can actually work. He has that Drake Maverick wife who was very entertaining in 24/7 segments. He has the same vibe, and I don't mind it. I really want to see what's gonna happen with this guy. He can really make it entertaining. Then we saw the number 1 contenders match. If Humberto beats Sheamus, he will get a match for the United States Championship. This match was really good. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it's predictable because I was sure Humberto is gonna win some way, but that did not happen. Sheamus, with a very nice looking bro kick, takes the W and wins the match. And of course, Damian Priest is next in line, and I wouldn't mind seeing that match at SummerSlam and Damian Priest finally winning a championship on the main roster. We saw an open challenge for the WWE Championship. So Bobby Lashley basically says he's done playing around. You know, look people, he loves them women. Not a single doubt about it. Loves them women. Loves them women. The thing is, he needs to focus for 3 hours a week on Raw. That's it. After it's done, boy, the man is having some fun with them women. Keith Lee answered the challenge, and I thought this is the match we're gonna see at SummerSlam. Well, that's not the case, and that's one of the biggest questionable booking decisions of the show. So we got the match, which was very entertaining. I loved it, man. I really loved it. Just two titans with different styles, but Bobby Lashley dominated Keith Lee. It does achieve a positive and a negative. The positive thing is Bobby looks like a complete monster right now. He beat Keith Lee, so that's good, but the bad news is Keith Lee returned and lost. And we thought he's gonna be in a bigger position. Now, he's not buried by any means, but, you know, he's kinda losing momentum. That's a shame. But that was not it. Bobby's standing in the ring, and we hear Goldberg's music. Bobby, are you disrespecting women? No! Never. The man is jacked, I can give you that. Goldberg looks amazing, and he says, I'm next, or something like that. And it's pretty much set at SummerSlam. We're getting that match, I'm 100% sure, as all of us are. Now look people, I was always confused whether I want to see it or not. I want to see Brock Lesnar, but that's not happening. The thing is, I've said it many times before, I love Goldberg's matches because they're very stressful when it comes to WWE Championship matches. So I'm gonna be at the edge of my seat and I'm gonna be entertained. I'm gonna be stressed out, and this kind of feeling in wrestling gives me, you know, a sense of realism. I can't wait, and I'm gonna be rooting for Bobby. The women are gonna be rooting for Bobby, that's for sure. And this has that big match feel. SummerSlam is going to be like WrestleMania this year, so I don't mind it. You know, I don't mind it. I was kind of confused, but after seeing this, I'm all in. I want to see the match. Jinder Mahal is in the ring. It's his birthday. So, you know, at first he talked about how he believes in karma, and that was basically his payback. Now, the thing is, we saw, I don't know what's the dude's name, Shanky, I think, and he was singing him happy birthday, which was hilarious, until Drew McIntyre attacked them with a steel chair. And we saw, I mean, at least 25 chair shots to the back of Shanky. That was amazing, and that's type of energy I want to see from Drew McIntyre right now. That was really badass. It made things a lot more personal, and I can't wait to see what Drew McIntyre is going to do to Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. I'm sold on this rivalry. I don't mind it anymore. That was great. We saw the debut of Kross, and I guess people were kinda into it, and I was almost sure he's going to win. I was sure, obviously. And then we saw Jeff Hardy with his older theme song. Well, not necessarily older, with the No More Words song, which is something that the fans missed. That was great. I wish the commentators just stopped talking because we couldn't hear it that well, but man, I miss it, and already he has a different presence. He looks a lot more legit right now. He looks like a main eventer. So we saw the match, and it wasn't long. Obviously, we thought Kross is winning this, but that did not happen. Jeff Hardy took the W. So first of all, I'm happy Jeff Hardy won, but that's really questionable. I don't know, man. That was weird. Karrion Kross said Jeff Hardy just made the biggest mistake, and I guess this is the rivalry we are going to see. I guess he's gonna be at SummerSlam. I don't know, this feels random. This feels really random, and of course people are already saying he's buried and all that stuff, jumping into conclusions. I don't think that's the case. I really don't think that's the case. If anything, I don't think WWE would be that stupid and he's basically going to destroy Jeff Hardy in the future to the point that you're going to be like, okay, this man's angry. And in the main event, we saw Raw Women's title match. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair, which was fine. Obviously not even close to their Money in the Bank match. And this was more of a moment than an actual match. What I mean by that, it ended in disqualification. But what happened after the match was something. Let's just say it was something. Nikki almost superhero cashed in. And I was like, okay, man, the bell is not gonna ring. And it rang. And the match is official. And she won the championship. What is happening right here? What the hell is happening? I'm confused. I mean, the positive thing is, great moment, I guess. I just don't see her as a champion, and unfortunately, she's gonna drop the championship very, very soon. Unless she's gonna change the gimmick a little bit. I don't see that. I don't know. It's weird. It's WWE Universe in 2K games type of weird. So random. I don't want to jump into conclusions right here. Maybe it's gonna end up being really, really entertaining. So far, dude, I'm not seeing it. I am not seeing it. So, that was your Raw. A lot of stuff happened. Kross lost. Goldberg. Cena. New champion. So, you know, at the end of the day, whatever way you look at it, big episode of Raw. I was entertained. You know, with all the good or bad, I was still entertained, but we'll see how good WWE will be, you know, in like 4 weeks. So thank you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on these biggest moments. Did you like it? Did you not? I'm gonna read the comments. I'm very interested in what the people think about it. So thank you for watching The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.